One of the common problems in production involving video is noisy dialogue.
The hallmark behavior is asking the same question again and again.
But an easy way to get rid of that noise is with the Oxford DeNoiser from the Restore bundle.
The hallmark behavior is asking the same question again and again. But there are other things.
The DeNoiser defaults to an auto detect mode.
The hallmark behavior is asking the
It's already
same
working. Adjusting this threshold in the detect
hallmark
section determines
behavior
what is removed.
Asking the same question again and again. But there are other things. Depression can occur early.
You also have this dehisser section, which does just that.
Asking the same
We'll
question
enable it here.
again and again. But there are other things.
It's got an
Depression
adjustable
can
cutoff
occur
frequency
early in
filter.
Alzheimer's disease. Apathy and the loss of interest in life.
Next is the remove section. The reduction fader can help remove broadband noise. Let's listen to a few adjustments.
Behavior is asking the same question again and again. But there are other things. Depression can occur early in Alzheimer's disease.
We've got a selectable low-cut filter here.
Hallmark behavior is asking the same
You can visually
question
watch it as you
again
make
and again.
adjustments.
But there are other things.
Here there's
Depression
makeup
can occur.
gain for the
The
denoise
hallmark
signal.
behavior is asking the same question.
In the output section, you can listen to the
hallmark
difference or what
behavior
is being
is
removed from the
asking
audio
the
signal.
Same question again and again. But there are other things.
This helps you make additional adjustments in the process.
Disease. Apathy.
Just switch back to audio to listen to the denoised signal.
Hallmark behavior is
Over here, we can switch between logarithmic and linear modes. It's simply a different way of looking at the frequencies. You can see this goes up to 4K, or we can expand that up to 20K. You can see that goes from 2 kilohertz to 20 kilohertz. There's also additional manual control that can be done in the Bias Select section.
the hallmark behavior is asking
The yellow line
same
indicates the
question
shape reduction
again and again.
profile.
But there are other things. Depression can occur early in Alzheimer's disease.
You can raise or lower the
Apathy
handles at
and
the individual frequency bands. You can also right-click and drag a
hallmark
handle, and all the
behavior
handles
is
above that will
asking
move.
the same question again and again.
Then you can adjust the individual frequency
The
bands from
hallmark
there.
behavior is asking the same question again and again.
You want to keep checking your process by using the glitch-free master
hallmark
enable.
behavior is asking the same question.
If you're not sure where to get started, there's some excellent presets in here. One of my favorites is for film dialogue light noise. You can just load that here.
The hallmark behavior
You can also
is
use this
asking
bypass.
the same question again and again. But there are other things. Depression can occur early
Or the
in
master
Alzheimer's
enable
disease.
bypass.
Apathy and the loss of interest.
If you're lucky enough to have a segment of dialogue that has an isolated noise floor, you can use another process in this plugin. Here's an example of that. We'll open up a different piece of dialogue.
Use, but in this particular case,
So there's computer noise and fan noise in the background. Let's isolate a segment. There we go. Let's open up the denoiser. Listen to the processing. Okay, that's in auto mode. Now over in the detect mode section, you can use the freeze function. That freezes the profile of the noise. From there, you can make an additional adjustments with color. This modifies the low frequencies in the noise profile. And air, which modifies the high frequencies. You can also use smooth to adjust the peaks of the noise profile. Then we can go over here and use the reduction fader and make additional sonic adjustments with the bias curve. We've done a good job controlling that noise. Let's bypass. One last adjustment here. And there we go. As you can hear, the Oxford DeNoiser is a great and easy way to repair noisy dialogue.